What's up, y'all? It's Ty in this video. Today, we're going to be going over talking about each and every one of the new cards coming to NBA 2K25 MyTEAM tomorrow, including Dark Matter, Hakeem Olajuwon, Galaxy Opal, Paul George, Paolo Banchero, Zach Lavine, New King, Galaxy Opal, Pete Maravich, as well as, it's not shown in the graphic, but Pink Diamond Bulbul. Hopefully, Bulbul is not super expensive, but we're going to be diving a little bit into that. Now, one thing I do want to say is a guy like Bulbul, I think, is super intriguing because, look, Bulbul is 7'2". He's always a cheese ball in 2K. And so if we're going to start seeing cards like that might not be super overpriced, I think it is a big time deal. Now, this drop tomorrow is crazy because tomorrow you're looking at, and this is my opinion, you're going to look at your best point guard in the game in Zach Lavine. You can disagree if you want, but I think he's going to be that good. A top 2 shooting guard in the game in Paul George. A top 2 small forward in the game in Paolo Banchero. And probably your best power forward in the game in Hakeem Olajuwon. That's what you're getting tomorrow. Now, again, is this drop, worth you selling your team for? Is this drop going to crash your house? We're getting Pink Diamond Bulbul as well. This drop is insanely good. And I want you guys to kind of realize that Pete Maravich isn't going to be good unless they change his SIGs. But honestly, all Pete Maravich needs to be decent. He's 6'5", I believe, is a good release, right? If Pete Maravich gets a good release, we're looking at him in a whole new light. And so I do think this drop tomorrow is going to be absolutely elite. Obviously, am I opening packs for it? No, I never really do open packs. But hopefully I can get you guys some gameplays because like Lavine, I think is going to be that best point guard. Paul George is going to be one of the best shooting guards. Hakeem is going to be the real deal. I love Diamond Paolo Banchero. So the Galaxy Opal Paolo Banchero is just going to be ridiculous. And then, oh yeah, at the end of this tweet, by the way, you see Pink Diamond Bulbul. Who, at 7'2", could be, depends on how 2K makes the card, but could be one of your best value options in the game. And when I say value, I don't expect him to be like super cheap, but hopefully he's not overpriced. It's card the set tomorrow is Warp Zone, and I'm telling you, it is absolutely ridiculously good. Now, with that being said, the pack odds are still probably going to be really poor. Realistically, the pack odds are not going to be good. And the sad part about it is, even if you pull a Pink Diamond, you're probably not going to pull Bulbul. Like, they'll probably make the odds so skewed negatively towards that card. So it is what it is. But man, oh man, this set tomorrow is ridiculous. It's kind of the same thing even with like Pete Maravich, is if you pull a Galaxy Opal, it's probably going to be Pete Maravich as well. And so like, yeah, they gave you some decent options here, or decent Opals, but they always have to put that trash can in there as well. Just so if you do see that Opal glow, just know it probably is going to be Pistol Pete come tomorrow. I'm eager to see with these Galaxy Opals, are they going to change any SIGs? Are they going to change any releases on the cards? Now, like if we look at recent couple of drops, so like, let's look at like the Galaxy Opal Allen Iverson. They changed nothing with him. With Yao Ming, they changed nothing as far as his release either. And so it doesn't look like overall they're changing a lot of their releases of these cards, which is that, a super big negative. I think, that obviously hurts a lot of these cards because, like, the difference between Opal Paolo and Diamond Paolo, realistically, if they don't update him, he can only get so much better, right? Because the card is already ridiculously good. Same thing with Pink Diamond Paul George and Galaxy Opal Paul George. Like, the card is already exquisite. He can only get so much better. Zach Lavine defensively can get quite a bit better. But again, the Pink Diamond is already good. And so one thing I would say is right now, if you load up the game, and people are panic selling, let's say, Pink Diamond Hakeem, Paul George, Zach Lavine, or Diamond Paolo Banchero, I would not hesitate picking up those cards because all of those cards that I just mentioned are still incredibly good to pick up for your squad, especially if they're souped up, especially if they might have a couple extra Hall of Famers. Now, as far as Dark Matters, when we've seen Dark Matters, have their releases been updated? Some of them have, some of them haven't. Like Scottie Pippen saw his release updated. Dr. J did not. James Harden did. So I do expect Hakeem Olajuwon's release to be at least sped up. I don't know about the rest of the card, but I do expect his release to be just a little quicker or at least on maybe quick or very quick for Dark Matter Hakeem, which is honestly, I like the release of the Pink Diamond. So that's one of the main reasons I'm hyping up Hakeem as much as I am, is I really like the Pink Diamond Hakeem. So why would I not hype up the Dark Matter Hakeem, who is going to be even better? You know, it makes sense for Hakeem to be one of the best cards in the game coming tomorrow. So again, I don't want to sit here and hype up this too much, but I will say this set tomorrow is a solid set. You know, it is a set that when I'm looking at, you know, some of the top cards in the game, I'm like, yeah. I mean, this set's gonna have, and I don't want to overstate it, but when I'm looking at it, I think this set is gonna have 4 of your top 20 cards in the game. Now, maybe that's stretching it with the Galaxy Opal Paolo, maybe, but I think it's that good of a drop. I think I'm that high on a lot of these cards coming tomorrow. So you guys are gonna have to let me know, am I over, you know, stepping it? Do you guys think Zach Lavine, Paul George, Hakeem, and Paolo are that good, or am I gassing the cards more than I should be? You guys are gonna have to let me know, because like I said, for me, I like these cards. I just and again, I've liked their last card, so it's tough for me not to be super high on them heading into to the drop tomorrow. So as far as me, the bad part about these cards is they're probably going to be super expensive, especially if you're looking at Hakeem, Paul George, Zach Lavine. Those cards are going to be expensive. And even with Paolo, like, I like Diamond Paolo a ton, but if you look at the price of Diamond Paolo, he is expensive. And so the Galaxy Opal Paolo is going to be even more expensive than he probably should be, or than I think he, you know, will be. It's just gonna be a ridiculous day coming tomorrow in college, or in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. And again, the craziest thing for me is it's all coming at once. Like, we've seen such weak Tuesday drops recently. And so then when we get a drop like we, you know, are getting tomorrow, it's crazy. Like, we went from Tuesday getting Galaxy Opal, Baron Davis, James Worthy, John Havlicek, Pink Diamond, Dennis Johnson, Jerry Lucas, Richard Hamilton, Diamond, Antonio McDyess, Chandler Parsons, Derek McKee, to now we're seeing Pink Diamond Bobo, Galaxy Opal Zach Lavine, Galaxy Opal Paul George, Galaxy Opal Paolo Banchero. Sure, Pete Maravich stinks. I'm not going to sit here and hype him up. And Dark Matter Hakeem. And even if you compare it to last week, I liked last week's drop. But it was, and sure, Michael Beasley was great, but the Galaxy Opal was like, yeah, I mean, they were decent. T-Mac, okay. AI stunk. Yeah, obviously was good. Yalen was good. But this drop tomorrow is not only good, I think it's like next level good, to be honest. I think it is an elite type of territory. So I'm super, super, super high on the drop coming tomorrow. And again, if I had all the MT in the world, look, a lot of these cards would play for me. Like Zach Lavine, Paul George, Paolo, Hakeem, and then Wemby. That could be one of your best starting lineups in the game. And obviously, LeBron probably deserves to be in there somewhere. Same thing with Dark Matter, Dr. J. But I'm just telling you how good these cards are coming tomorrow. And again, I want to warn you guys, yes, I think these cards are elite coming tomorrow, but I just want to warn you the All-Star drop is going to come next week. With that being said, the auction house is probably going to continue to just trend downward. Again, I could be wrong on that, but that's just kind of my prediction heading into obviously All-Star weekend. And then we're not that far from Super Packs either. And so I just want you to advise you guys to be pretty careful in the auction house right now. Don't spend all of your MT that you've been saving up on one specific card, because when the All-Star drop comes, the market should crash slightly. And then with that being said, when Super Packs come out, again, the auction house is just going to continue to drop. So yes, I love this drop. Yes, I think this drop is absolutely incredible. But with that being said, I still would advise against, you know, being super aggressive, spending all your coins, anything like that. Just because at the end of the day, as much as I do like this drop, I think the auction house could continue to trend downward in a big time way over the next couple of weeks. So that's it for me and my video. You guys can let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Do you guys think that this drop is as advertised? What do you think 2K is going to do with Bobo? That's something I'm stuck on. Do you guys think 2K is going to gas Bobo? Do you guys think that Bobo is going to just be overhyped and 2K is not going to make him that good? What do you guys think is going to come out of Bobo? Because honestly, at the time I'm recording this video, I actually have no idea what to make of that. So let me know that down below in the comments, guys. Really do appreciate all of the recent support on the channel. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.